I think he's grown a lot, and it started last season. I remember when we got the news, that he tore his ACL and he was heartbroken and his family was heartbroken. It was a very tough moment. And, I kind of grabbed Bryce and I said, this is not fatal. And this is not fatal. This past summer, his growth, this fall when he's been in, he's been always been a little banged up. But when he's been in, he's just been it's been a joy to watch, honestly, and a joy to coach. It's one of my favorite kids ever. And the best thing about him is he's so coachable. He listens. Coach Felton's done an incredible job, really, day and night with Anton on the court, in the film room, helping him. He dribbles the ball around campus all day on his own. No one told him to do it. He's just such a it's great to see because he's just so innocent and young. Yeah, on the court, through the roof, toughness, tenacity, competitiveness, just every one of, we track our guys' loads, their workloads, every day in practice, every day. And every single day he's at the top. He goes the hardest. He pushes himself. He gets himself to the max. He stays there for the longest. He recovers. We have to protect Bensley from Bensley because he goes so hard. He works so hard, for lob dunks, for rebounds, for block shots. But what he does great is he absolutely soars above the rim. And with Corey, for coaching him for a year, it's just fall more and more in love with him every day. Through some of his struggles last season, he sticks with it. He works on his game. He does his work in the classroom. He's a great teammate. He lifts weights. He plays hard. He's loyal. As we made our roster decisions in the offseason, and we just kept signing player after player after player after player, Corey Floyd never flinched. He never flinched. Yeah, we were, we had a kid committed playing on the Under. He went from Nike to Under Armour, and it was a kid, Daquan Davis, who decommitted and ended up going to Florida State. And I was at Under Armour in Atlanta, and it's all these different games going on. So I was watching a different game, and Coach Felton was watching Middlesex Magic versus Team Thrill Baltimore in the semifinals of the Under Armour Championship. And I'm going back and forth court, because the assistants get to really sit down and watch the whole game. They make me walk to, watch 4 different games at the same time. So I get back to this court and I sit next to Coach Felton and I say, how's our boy doing? He said, he's doing well, but he said, man, this number 33 from Middlesex Magic. So I love him. And so I kind of put all the other games on hold and I just watched Ryan for, the end of the first half, all of the second half. And that night I went back, called back out of grad assistants to send a bunch of video from the rest of his summer and spring. And we sat and watched all together in Atlanta. We watched all his film that night and really fell in love with his game. And then the next day we watched him again in the championship game. He makes a game-winning 3. Wasn't a great shooter. High school, makes a step-back game-winning 3 at the top of the key and just a baller. And so now I'm all in just from watching him, talking to people around him. He has a moxie about him and a confidence and a toughness about him, and a bit of stubbornness that I kind of like in a player. And so he didn't get to play with us this summer. He was coming back from injury from his senior year in Newman and hadn't played much in the fall. And he just got done. Today was maybe his 4th practice. And he's just a hooper. He's just a baller. Truthfully, when I walked into my before that, when it kind of got announced that it was going to be me, I'm not sure if I were a Providence fan, I would know who I was. Just a young coach from George Mason. I'd be like, what? But how quickly the fan base adopted us and welcomed us. My whole staff was here. We walked into I like hate press conferences. I think they're like, I want to just get to work. Nap will tell you, Nap wants to do everything big. I want to like just sneak in, say hi, and like get right to work. And I walked into Alumni Hall and was just like, wow, to see that in the middle of the day on a Tuesday. And I'm just like, we're on the bench. And then we lose the first game. And I'm like, man, we just let all these people down. We lose to Kansas State by 3. I like, again, I'm like putting my hood up. I'm walking through the hotel, like, I don't even want to see me. And our fans are like, let's go tomorrow. Like, let's do it. Like, let's do it again. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it again without a point guard. And we walk into the Georgia game, and it was almost more people. And Georgia didn't have a lot of fans, so we took up their seats as well. And I'm sitting on the bench with Nate. I said to Nate, I said, this is cheating. Like, this is a neutral game. I said, this is a home game.